Heaven. Stick around. Heaven. Hello and welcome to End of the World Month on Random Horror. So, as it is that, I thought I'd review an apocalyptic horror film, and that is Legion. Written by Peter Shink and Scott Stewart, directed by Scott Stewart, starring Paul Bettany, Lucas Black, Adriana Pelicki, and Dennis Quaid. So this is an apocalyptic action horror where the day of judgment is coming, and well, basically God has decided to wipe out mankind and send the dogs of heaven upon the earth. We also have but of course there's one archangel, Micheal, played by Paul Bettany, who won't let that happen because he believes that man have just lost their faith and they need to be guided in the right path. Of course, we get a pregnant woman in this called Charlie, played by Adriana Pelicki or whatever her name is, who's carrying the saviour of man. And of course, she just wants to, put the baby up for adoption. I'm messing about with my notebook here. But she doesn't know the saviour that she's carrying within her. We also get Lucas Black's character in this, who is the protector of the saviour as he grows up because he's a baby. Basically, the angels of heaven come down to try and kill this baby before it's born, and Micheal is protecting them and preparing them for the end of the world. So let's get on to likes and dislikes about this film. First of all, my likes. I liked the story in this. I liked how God was, I do like how God was kind of depicted as the bad guy. Like, he's letting hell come on earth, but he's not letting the devil do it. No way. He wants to do it himself by, bringing death and destruction upon the earth. And that. I also like Paul Bettany in this as the angel Micheal. We do get Gabriel in this film later on in the film, like towards the final act. And he's pretty cool and badass. Another thing that I liked about this, not disliked, I'll get to them shortly. Another thing I liked about this was how actiony it was. I mean, it started off like in the city and what have you, but then it got to like a remote location, to like a diner in the middle of nowhere, and all the angels of heaven are coming in to try and stop the birth of the saviour, and we get like the angels depicted as demons in this. Now, I didn't really like the angels much. I thought they would look like angels, but no, they look very demonic and not angelic at all. I also liked the final act when Gabriel came into it with his big shiny wings, and how he was with God, saying God has decided to make this choice, you must respect it, to Micheal. But then it turns out this is all a test from God, and stuff. Yeah. I liked also how they reference like the plagues of the Bible, the whole boils and the whole warts and what have you, the whole locusts and flock of locusts and stuff. I like that in the film. I liked pretty much everything in this film. It's very dark and gothic, yet action-packed at the same time and quite horrifying. And that. I also enjoyed Paul Bettany's performance in this with Dennis Quaid's character, who was also in this, he was like the guy who owned the diner, and he was not going to let this diner fall without a fight. And that. Basically, at the end of the film, Micheal earns his wings back, but, God is still going through with his plan. And basically, at the end, the baby and his mother and their protector then go off onto the road, hit the road, and basically they have to wait 20 years for the baby to grow and to be strong enough to fight the Battle of Armageddon. Another thing in this film is, they kind of left it open for a sequel, but the sequel never really happened. Well, it did. It did continue as a TV series on the Sci-Fi Channel called Dominion, which is 20 years after the events of Legion. So I'm thinking, oh well, at least they've done like a follow-up in the form of in TV. But they could still make a sequel to Legion, maybe a sequel that takes place before Dominion but after Legion. But yeah, I think this film was good. I enjoyed it a lot. My dislikes, however, I guess I didn't really like how the angels were portrayed in this, but other than that, I thought this was a decent film. I enjoyed it a lot. It didn't really hit. I mean, I think this was a made-for-DVD film. If it was definitely done great, because the production volume in this looks quite good and entertaining, especially with the actors in it. It had quite big actors. I mean, I knew of Paul Bettany, I knew of Dennis Quaid. So this can't have been a very low budget film because of the actors and that in it and the effects and that. But yeah, I did enjoy this film a lot, and it was definitely apocalyptic in that. So yes, let's get on to my likes and my final thoughts and ratings. I thought Legion was shot great. The story was great. There weren't much to dislike about this film, and I did enjoy it a lot. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Legion, I think I'll give Legion 3 machetes out of 5. So it's pretty decent, and I do recommend it to those who love apocalyptic action films. So yes, that has been my review on Legion for End of the World month on Random Horror, and we've got this going now to from the 1st right up until the 23rd before Vampire Weekend, because that's coming at the end of this month, a new Vampire Weekend. But yeah, for now it's End of the World month, and I've been reviewing Legion. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links, my Facebook group, the Random Horror Madhouse, my Twitter, Instagram, are all linked down below. So until next time, don't have nightmares.